Hello everybody and welcome back to WWE 12 Universe. My name's Jitch. This is Monday Night Raw. I have some deep apologies for the wait. I'll get into that in a moment, but right now we're starting things off with Cody Rhodes.
The following triple threat match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Marietta, Georgia, weighing 223 pounds, Cody Rhodes.
Well, basically, Cody Rhodes, Ted DiBiase, Randy Orton, they main event at SummerSlam, which was definitely last night and not like a month and a half or so ago. Last night at SummerSlam, they main evented Ted DiBiase picking up the United States Championship victory over the former champion, this man, Cody Rhodes, making him tap out to the $1 Million Dream, a move used by Ted DiBiase Jr.'s legendary father, Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. That brings us to tonight's matchup, a rematch from last night's main event. We're just giving the match away for free. It was so good in the main event of SummerSlam, we're getting it again. It's not been confirmed that there's a broken bond or any kind of split between Randy Orton and Ted DiBiase, just that the two have a mutual enemy in Cody Rhodes. So these two might actually still be aligned with each other. We might still be seeing the name The Legacy. It's just that it may be referring to the combination of Randy Orton and Ted, as strange of a team as that is. Cody Rhodes, however, though, I usually give you the win-loss records, don't I? Has an overall record of 12-15 so far. This season he is 3-8, I believe. He's not done particularly well this season. A huge turnaround from his previous season. Randy Orton comes into this match though 18-10 with a 6-5 record this season. He has kind of been half and half. He's not been as successful as he was in the first season, a two-time World Heavyweight Champion. But now tonight he looks to become one step closer to the United States Championship. This isn't actually for Ted's United States title. This is a non-title rematch from last night's main event. Why? Well, I don't really have an answer for that. Very nice, Randy. Now let's move on to the third and final participant in this matchup. The new United States Champion himself, Ted DiBiase, the man who gets the spotlight.
And their opponent from West Palm Beach, Florida, weighing 235 pounds, is the United States Champion, Ted DiBiase.
DiBiase coming into this match with a 12-8 win-loss record, 3-3 this season. He was again a lot more successful in the first season, but we know that a lot of the failures of all three former members of the Legacy kind of comes at the expense of the Legacy, really. I mean, when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, of course they're all going to be less successful. They've been falling apart as a unit for a little while, and that was just kind of the icing on the cake, as they say. That was kind of like the end of it all, was the fact that they were just in recent weeks they weren't doing so well. They were barely teaming together. Of course they were going to then naturally decline that little bit more to the point where they split. It's not really a surprise. So what's going to happen here then? As you guys know, I've been trying to take a step back in booking, so I'm kind of just seeing what the game throws my way. I think the only thing I'll be customizing is the pay-per-view championship matches, or pay-per-view matches in general. I mean, they're generally going to be championship matches, but whatever they are in general, I'm not particularly like that. That's the one thing I want it to make sense, so that's what I'll be doing. Anyway, I do apologize for the delay in this series. I'm not gonna like add dirty laundry or anything because there's nothing to really say that's like too terrible, but if you saw the last TNA show, okay, once again these two teaming up on Cody Rhodes, typical. As I say, I think he's just kind of been exiled from this group, to be honest. I think Randy Orton's actually okay with Ted being the United States Champion. But yeah, if you've seen the last TNA pay-per-view, I involved our friend Dan and Saria in the episode. Since then, I've just not been able to get Dan to give me a time to record, so we haven't. That's all there is to say about it. I've wanted to include him, but he's not been able to join me for whatever reason. So I can't just keep waiting, basically. I can't just keep sitting around waiting, because I know you guys have been waiting for this, so I'm just going to carry on my own. I know, obviously, then people will be like, well, why aren't you carrying on with Saria? The reason I've never recorded this just with me and Saria on our own is because I don't want this to take over what we do. You know, me and Saria, we play everything on this channel, so I don't, and the thing about this is I could do this every day, because this is kind of, it's not an endless series, but it's got like a long build to get to where it is, and I want to keep at it as much as possible, but I also don't want it to be the only thing we record, because she's not as strongly interested in Universe. She's actually told me before, you know, if she was to join in, she may drop in and out of episodes, because she just can't, she has to admit, she just can't get that into it. So, yeah, it is what it is. In the end, I kind of like having this like one little thing that I do on my own, though. I mean, it's kind of nostalgic. It's kind of cool to have your own thing, I guess. So, you know, I'm not strictly against it. I just thought it'd be fun to include them. But ultimately, you know, whether it's because of a lack of interest or any other thing, just no availability, whatever, I can't just hold it up forever. So I'm gonna do it on my own instead, as it always has been. That's all there really is to say. Just in case anybody was curious where it's been pretty tough, because I really wanted to bring it back for a while. I'll tell you what, Cody Rhodes is a top target in this match.
Cody might be counting sheep here. Randy Orton is just unbalanced.
Oh. Randy Orton. I think I'm still a bit stuffy, which is weird, because like I've been sick for like a month now. Like, when's that gonna end? When am I gonna stop producing so much snot from my nose? So I'm sorry if I sound shitty. I've just started talking and I kind of feel it. I mean, to be fair, I didn't really give myself the usual amount of time that I would to wake up before recording, so it could just be that. I don't know.
And let's face it, it's hard to argue with success. And Randy Orton is a success. He has the win-loss record to prove it. He has the path of destruction to prove it. Orton's got him. How much more extreme will this match become? Hey, Orton.
Oh, there it is. RKO, center of the ring. Ted DiBiase outside the ring. DiBiase's got onto his feet. Is he going to be able to break up the pin? Yes. Yes, he is. I think Randy's trying to cooperate with Ted, but Ted's not having it. Well, I think Ted kind of crossed Randy a little bit there. Obviously, the win is becoming a little bit too important to the United States champion right now, that he's not working with his former leader. Now, that's kind of the thing, is when it comes to tag teams, you don't have a leader, you have a partner. And I don't think that Randy's gonna like that very much. What the fuck? Why does the hammer throw not send him out of the ring? Was it because it was too close to the ropes?
Rhodes looking to deliver some big time impact.
Oh!
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
Uh-oh. No wasted movement at all by Ted DiBiase. What a battle this has been. This no disqualification, anything goes match.
Yeah. That's what it is. Whoa, I thought that was an RKO for a second there. Oh, Ted, looking for the Dream Street. Got it. He got it all.
He drops the elbow.
He dropped Cody with the Dream Street. Cody has just been getting beaten the hell out of.
Under the rules of a no disqualification match, the referee is powerless to stop this one.
They can't.
Haha!
And if DiBiase was never in a car
Oh.
accident, he was there. What's Cody gonna do here?
Can't king, a move like that, and he gets to the ropes.
Very, very different style of gameplay to 2K19. I haven't played this game in like a month or so. I think it was the end of January I last played this, and we're now in the middle of March.
Oh no! There he goes. Look out!
RKO from out of nowhere.
Oh my god, Ted, just sell! Just sell the move! I just want to wrap this one up, and since I'm playing as Orton, Orton's gonna win if I can help it.
That suplex was picked
You saw, I picked my character at random. I'm not particularly fussed who I end up playing as. They're all good.
1, 2, 3.
There you go.
And Orton wins.
Jeez. What a mess. Good old triple threats.
Here is your winner, Randy Orton.
Okay, so Randy Orton is victorious in this triple threat match, and what does this mean for Ted DiBiase as the United States Champion? He didn't come out of this one with the victory despite his win last night at SummerSlam. Is perhaps Randy Orton in contention for the United States Championship? Does Randy Orton actually want the US Championship? No one really knows his intentions, other than to split up the legacy and get the title off of Cody Rhodes. So far, that's all we really know about what Randy Orton's been up to lately. So I guess we'll see where things continue to go. Check 1, 2. Aw, yeah, indeed.
The following handicap match is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring from Perry, Oklahoma, weighing 263 pounds, the All-American Jack Swagger.
The former World Heavyweight Champion, the first ever Money in the Bank winner. Whoa, my voice cracked pretty hard there. Oh, sorry, he's a two-time World Heavyweight Champion. I forgot that he had it 2 times because he got cashed in on immediately by Sheamus the second time around. Yeah, Jack Swagger, he's coming out here tonight. Scheduled for a handicap match as he goes up against the powerhouse Ezekiel Jackson and Mason Ryan. This was a match Swagger himself wanted, as he's getting sick and tired of constantly being targeted by Ezekiel Jackson. I don't know how Mason Ryan got in this.
His opponent, representing the powerhouse from Harlem, New York, weighing 309 pounds, Ezekiel Jackson.
Jack Swagger got a record of 13 to 16 to 2. He has 13 wins and 16 losses, 5 of which were victories this season, 8 of which were losses. Swagger on a bit of a decline at the moment. Looking to really turn things around in this matchup. However, Ezekiel Jackson 11 to 10. Yeah, he's 2 to 5 this season, but an impressive 9 to 5 record the first season around. Things have got to be looking up from Ezekiel Jackson, especially in this situation here, where he is outnumbering Jack Swagger. Mason Ryan, his tag team partner, 0 to 4, never won a match. I think this handicap situation, though, might just be what turns that around for Mason Ryan. What a big fella.
Representing the powerhouse from Cardiff, Wales, weighing 313 pounds, Mason Ryan.
Mason Ryan, scheduled for this handicap match against former 2-time champion Jack Swagger, who's been on the butt end of a lot of things lately, getting cashed in on by Sheamus, having his partner William Regal turn against him and join the United Kingdom. Because it just mirrors there really not very much going on in Mason Ryan's Titantron. Because I saw that shot of him looking down, showing his teeth like twice. Oh, well, logically, it's got to be these two. I mean, they're called the Powerhouse. They're big boys. They're outnumbering him. This was apparently a remarkable match for some reason.
What could Swagger be thinking here?
Ezekiel Jackson, I think this is one of his first matches since returning from injury. He's been constantly attacking Jack Swagger. He returned at Money in the Bank, where he attacked Swagger and then caused the cash-in victory for Sheamus, some could argue.
And he makes the tag.
Mason Ryan is someone we have not seen in a long time. McMahon's been a little bit iffy on Mason Ryan. He hasn't really delivered as a member of the Powerhouse.
We're out tonight, ladies and gentlemen, where tens
Oh,
of
I'm only in
thousands of
control
fans
of
will witness
Jackson.
this incredible main
Okay.
event.
Oh, and he lands that one right to the head.
Vladimir Kozlov we haven't really seen too much of. However, he was hit by a car not that long ago, so I guess that makes sense. I can't really talk about who we haven't seen in a while because, I mean, as I said before, it's been a very long time since I recorded this. They might have been on literally the last episode of Raw, and I just don't remember.
Here on Monday Night Raw in this jam-packed arena, Michael Cole and Jerry the King Lawler calling the action.
Right now, Jack Swagger handling the numbers game pretty well, I'd say.
That the All-American can back up everything he says. He set an NCAA record with 30 pins in one season.
I don't really have much more to say, actually. That was kind of the end of that one. We know that, what was it? I think it was last week on Raw, actually. After a match between Edge and Jack Swagger, it was Edge who saved Jack Swagger from a beatdown from Ezekiel Jackson. However, he's not here tonight teaming with Swagger, which is actually a twist I was kind of expecting to see, I'm not going to lie. But I guess they're not actually forming a tag team. He just had his back that one time. Edge is actually, I think, focusing entirely on the World Heavyweight Championship, if I had to assume anything, as he is set to go up against William Regal, the tag team partner of, well, one of the top tag team partners of the World Heavyweight Champion Sheamus. That's our main event tonight. Edge versus Regal, one-on-one in a non-title, well, it can't be a title match, neither of them have a championship. I don't know why I even said that. But that should be pretty big.
Crushing impact. Swagger. Jack Swagger from Perry, Oklahoma is a
Is a twirl.
Jeez, nice backdrop.
And Ezekiel Jackson farted, and he wants you all to smell it.
Watch it. Oh, man, you take a shot like that, and you feel it for weeks.
Well, this is just getting brutal. I think this match needs to be wrapped up. Jack Swagger is just getting brutalized by these two. I mean, what was he expecting? I don't know why he agreed to this. The Powerhouse now overwhelming Jack Swagger. Double DDT.
Shining example of teamwork as they hit the double team.
Oh, what the hell? What? That is not who I was expecting to see. What the hell is Kane doing out here?
Ryan just planted him with one of the most forceful slams in WWE.
He's distracting the referee. What is Kane doing? I know he's had some problems with the Powerhouse in the past, but what is this? Oh, cool. I forgot that that was a function in this game. Ezekiel Jackson. Oh, no.
Tripping him up.
Well, we got a fight on the outside of the ring now, I think. That's definitely what we got, as things are getting a little awkward. I mean, Jack Swagger, he's down and out. It doesn't matter how much the referee has his back turned to this pinfall. I don't think Jack Swagger is ever going to kick out. Ever. I think he's just a dead body in the ring right now. And I think the referee should really pay attention to what is happening in the ring right now instead of the fight on the outside. Okay, don't even look at them. Just start counting. And Jackson trying to fend off Kane. I mean, I gotta say, this is not the twist I was expecting. But it was a little too late. I don't know why Kane waited so long. Oh, whoa. The music sounded really loud for a second there. I don't know why Kane waited so long to make an appearance. Did Ezekiel Jackson just, like, fall out of the sky for a second there? Something weird went on with his legs. Well, the Powerhouse is still victorious. They're still making McMahon proud. I mean, that is Mason Ryan's first ever victory. Comes at the expense of Jack Swagger, who's really fallen off just lately. And I gotta say, I appreciate attempt from Kane, but it was just too little too late, unfortunately. I don't know what he was thinking waiting that long to come out. And we got a very interesting match in our hands right now. Kevin Nash, who has resisted joining the Powerhouse. It's kind of been like a will he, won't he type situation. And tonight we get one step closer to finding out exactly where Kevin Nash's loyalty lies. A lot of people think he'll join the Powerhouse. However, I think this match tonight, whether it was supposed to convince him or not, I just don't think it's going to. Kevin Nash set to go one-on-one with Vladimir Kozlov, the other third of the Powerhouse. McMahon, he wants the big boys and he wants them to represent him. He wants them to lead to greatness. McMahon quite wise to put Kevin Nash up against Vladimir Kozlov, as Nash has a 4-6 season only being in this, a 4-6 record only being in this season. Sorry, I got a little ahead of my words there. Whereas Vladimir Kozlov is 11-6 so far this season, 3-1. Obviously not being too active. Got hit by a car, I will continue to say. Still wrestles despite that. Like that alone, you know, I'm not the biggest lover of Ezekiel Jackson, but that's impressive. He can have all the Pringles he wants in a bowl, frankly. So Vladimir Kozlov, the Moscow Mauler as they call him, gonna go up against Kevin Nash. You can expect a collision of just brute strength. Two cars colliding at full velocity. That's what you can expect to see when these two face off. Both known for their ability to just throw people around the ring. I very much look forward to seeing what this match can bring to the table. A once-in-a-lifetime match that you probably won't see anywhere else. Probably.
So here we go with this.
Oh, I forgot we had the timers. I mean, they don't work, but I have them. They work on pay-per-view because I set up every single match. But in Universe, they're a little bugged. I think the timer only really works when you set the match up yourself, for like the first match, and then because of the continuity of Universe, it kind of breaks it a bit. If I was to exit instead of press next match, it probably work. To be honest, I'm only really fussed about the timers for pay-per-views though, because I write the match times on the wiki. I don't really need to know how long a match on Raw went, because it doesn't get written anywhere.
Kozlov.
Oh, right to the shoulder.
The Soviet war machine using every part of his body to inflict pain.
Two absolute Goliaths in the ring right now. It's not every day you see someone so equally matched in terms of size and height, quite like Vladimir Kozlov is to Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash, he's a bit of a freak of nature. Some people believe that Kevin Nash will be World Heavyweight Champion by the end of the year. I, for one, welcome this idea. I would like to see it. But he's got a ways to go before he wins a title. At the moment, he's just not really hitting that point of relevancy. He's kind of like a mainstay of Raw, like you see him kind of often. But I just don't think he's really gotten into a meaningful feud yet, other than the one with Brock Lesnar.
You are watching Monday Night Raw, a cable television staple since 1993.
Wow, it's a weird flex, but okay.
Man, targeting the ribs and the lower back, that just takes all of the power out of it. Man, that one rocked him.
With Nash in there, you're not going to see any
Big shot. I don't know why we do that shot so much, but we do. I hear we'll be getting rid of that in 2011. That won't be around for much longer. My God, we're getting close to 2011, actually. This is August of 2011. First year of the decade. I think we've been off to a bit of a bang here.
Oh, that hit's gotta be screaming. Watch out here.
Backdrop. Big sexy Diesel, the outsider.
Diesel. I have so many big plans for this series. But I've still got like years to go. I've been thinking like really far in advance for certain things. I'm just so pumped for him. Not that I'm saying like now is uninteresting. It's just, you know, you always want to look to the future and what you're going to change as time goes on. And I'm really excited for how this series is going to develop as it goes on. I'm hoping everybody else will enjoy it too. I know that I'm kind of like kind of affecting how successful this series is by playing older games, because people aren't really looking for them on YouTube as much as they are like 2K20. But I mean, I've tried to move TNA to 2K20. It's not my fault every time I download a belt, it's blank. Kind of makes it a little bit difficult to want to move over to it when I can't even use the correct championships. Because I don't mind the gameplay of 2K20 when it works. I like the controls and everything. I just wish it would work. And from what I've seen, the universe has a lot of changes that are kind of fun. I watched about a month of Universe, for the record. 50 points if you can guess what Universe I watched. Spoiler, I've mentioned them by name before.
A fever pitch is here in the WWE Universe.
Kevin Nash. What a freak. What?
It's Ted DiBiase.
Huh?
Nash is measuring.
I mean, I know it's Ted DiBiase, but why?
He's got to jump for the pin. Turn around, ref.
What the hell is Ted doing? What business does Ted have with Kevin Nash?
Sets him up. Here we go. Powerbomb. A massive.
I'm very interested in this. What is Ted doing? Ted, why? Welcome to Monday Night Raw, where distractions don't work and people still win their matches anyway.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know what kind of reason the US champion had for coming out and trying to distract Kevin Nash. But Nash was victorious anyway, I guess. I really can't wrap my head around. I don't think they've ever had any kind of interaction, had they? Has Nash and DiBiase had issues in the past? I don't think so. Well, Kevin Nash is victorious. We move on to our main event now. 1/3 of the United Kingdom, William Regal, set to go one-on-one with a former World Heavyweight Champion in Edge. What an exciting main event we've got here on Raw. Edge looking to get the World Heavyweight Championship, perhaps. Hell in a Cell, our next upcoming show. Does Edge really want to be locked inside of a cell with Sheamus? That's the question.
Approaching the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 241 pounds, the Rated R Superstar.
Ah, shit. Ah, why did I do that? Ah, fuck, that hurts. Oh, God. Okay, I should probably explain now. I've been getting a little bit of like a migraine-y feeling, but I've only been getting it around the left side of my head, specifically my eye. So I put some forehead rub, which is like this menthol rubbing thing you can put that like numbs pain. I put some on my forehead, and I must have gotten some on my finger, and I just rubbed that eye because it was like kind of hurting, and I don't know. It's just like, it's like a reflex. I don't mean to touch it. But I had some on my fingers, I guess, and now I've got menthol on my eye, and it really burns. Ah, fuck. I'm blind in one eye at the moment. Cool. Okay. I mean, I'm not. It's just I can't open it for very long, because the air plus that is a very, like, they react, and then it hurts more, so I have to keep the left eye shut. I don't know why I'm telling you this, it's just if I'm a little off, that's why. It's a lot of pain in one eye. Because it doesn't numb the headache-y feeling I've got specifically in the eye. It just burns when it gets in the eye. That's all. That's the story. William Regal, 1/3 of the United Kingdom, 4-8 win-loss record, set to go up against Edge, former champion, with a 9-14 win-loss record and one draw. So this is an important match for William Regal. He is representing the elite part of the United Kingdom, of Monday Night Raw, sorry, the United Kingdom. Currently in possession of both the World Tag Team Championships and the World Heavyweight Championship. William Regal, at some point, you'd have to imagine, maybe going to pursue the United States or Hardcore Championship to try and kind of complete their collection. They've come a lot closer to it than the Misfits ever did over on SmackDown, I'll put it that way.
Time and again, Edge has shown that he's capable of doing anything to win a match.
I don't really know what the plan is for Sheamus in the World Heavyweight Championship come Hell in a Cell. Obviously, we've got a few weeks' time until Hell in a Cell. But, I, for one, would really enjoy seeing Edge against Sheamus. I think that would be a great match. I just don't know who else could bring Sheamus down right now on Raw. I mean, maybe Kane, but he's not really focusing on the hardcore. I mean, on the World Heavyweight Championship. He's focusing on the hardcore championship, is what I meant to say. I want to quickly make sure.
Regal, vicious and physical.
That I'm not, like, mistaken. It is definitely Hell in a Cell next. Oh, no, it isn't. Silly me. It's Night of Champions. That's right, everybody. Night of Champions. Hell in a Cell comes just 3 weeks or 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks after. Yeah. Silly me. I knew that. Right, Night of Champions. The night where all the gold is usually on the line, except for in this one where it won't be. Because that would make it as big as a WrestleMania card, and that seems really weird for just a random show called Night of Champions. So we're not gonna do that.
We are live on Monday Night Raw in the middle of this outstanding match.
Maybe I'll make it like a little bigger, like we'll have like every main title is on the line. So both women's, both tags, both mid, both world. But not the ECW, hardcore, or cruiserweight championships. Maybe that's how we'll handle it. Because then it still kind of fits the Night of Champions. It's just not using the smaller ones, whereas WrestleMania would be all 11. Pretty sure it's 11. No, that wouldn't make sense. 11's not a multiple of 5, and there's 5 championships. Oh no, yeah, it is 11. Sorry, there isn't 3 brands. For some reason I thought there was 3 brands. No, there's 5 on each show, and then there's the ECW title as like an extra.
Edge just taking advantage of every opportunity.
Edge has said that he feels refreshed having left his rivalry with Jack Swagger behind him. He's ready to pursue the World Heavyweight Champion Sheamus right now.
These guys are giving it absolutely everything they've got.
And if you didn't know, these guys are giving it absolutely everything they've got. That is also a fact.
Regal kicks out. WWE fans watching this match all around the world.
I've got to say, right now, Regal is not really doing the United Kingdom all too proud, I'd imagine.
And momentum turns 180 degrees again, and the pain has to be shooting through his face.
Nice one, Edge.
You're tuned into Monday Night Raw, live and in high definition. Too slow.
Got a little bit of a breather there. Good for them. Oh, what a vicious slap to the head. So disrespectful, so mean.
This match has been 100 miles an hour since the opening bell.
Oh my goodness, he did the move everybody does.
Big move coming.
William Regal knows how to make even the simplest move more devastating.
Got the arm up.
Serious punctuation on that exchange. Dropped, and that was a hard shot. What a counter.
Not this time. Great block counter combination displayed there.
What? What is happening?
Edge has won nearly 50 championships in his career.
This could be it.
His feet, when you think about
Be a very odd finish, but an okay match, I guess. Woo! Got him.
Looking at it again. Hook in
That's
the
gotta
leg.
be it.
One,
That's gotta be it. Good night, Regal.
wins.
And a victory for Edge, and he's like, well, was that it? That's the United Kingdom? That's what I gotta worry about? He seemed very dismissive.
Here is your winner, Edge.
Absolutely amazing.
We knew he felt he had to win this one tonight.
Well, congratulations on that victory, Edge. One step closer to the World Heavyweight Championship, perhaps. I don't really feel like anything progressed here tonight on Raw, but hey, you can't all be winners, I guess. Thank you all for joining me for this episode of Monday Night Raw. My goodness, this was a very short one, too. See you guys on NXT. Bye-bye.